Hi there, and welcome back, dear friends and deep thinkers. Crusader Kings 3. Our new King Eckehard the Just of Bavaria has taken over. Yeah, we got that nickname for our actions, and apparently being possessed means being extra just. And apparently being fickle and just is also so just that we can only be called the Just. I mean, we're certainly justifiably the just. And we've inherited Bavaria, and you can see Bavaria is split because there's also Bohemia, and there's Serbia. That's our half-brothers here that are ruling here. In typical Karling fashion, historical Karling fashion, we would now attack these guys. And then everything would break down. But we're playing differently. We're kind of playing a little bit happy family. As long as we don't get attacked by them, we're going to help our family out. And this means that we, as kind of a zealotry personality, we might rather attack non-Christian countries in general, if we attack. But we're not really the guy who attacks, right? I mean, look at us. We're reclusive, we're a flagellant, we're possessed. We're a theologian, a scholar, now also a herbalist, a hunter, and an astute intellectual. So we're rather going to go for something that helps development, maybe. So we'd like to be an internal innovator, something like that. Our house is also feuding with House Orleans. They have 13 living members, 3 houses. They are at least not, I mean, this is their house head, Count Norbert of Nassau. How did that come to be, right? So Orleans walked over, took over Germany, and then they were thrown out of Germany by the Carolingians again. So there's a few of House Orleans in Germany now. We couldn't really attack them. That would mean attacking Germany, but maybe we can do something. So let's see if there are some living members that are like in our jurisdiction, so to say. Princess Margarete, Mechthild d'Orléans, and she's at least now with House Conradiner. So she has changed the dynasty. Oh yeah, they actually changed the dynasty. The dynasty of the Geraldonen now. In House Orleans. And we're just looking around if there's anyone in our jurisdiction, right? So Ermintrud. And there's no one here, right? That's really something. And there's a couple of things. Oh my goodness, she's even inbred. How could that happen? There's a couple of things we could do to, like, eliminate the House d'Orléans. We could also marry in there, matrilineally or whatever, so we can. Like, destroy the House d'Orléans. So they don't get successors, right, of Orleans. But there's not many that we can use like that. We're also not someone, definitely not someone who would murder people. I mean, we're just, so. We could hold court, though. That's something we would enjoy very much. So we're going to hold court. Remember, we're just. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. Yes, who is coming now to seek my wise and possessed counsel? Count Aribo approaches me with a straighter posture than usual and visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where they can forget their stresses. I would gladly finance a feast, even if held under your name, as it's for the good of the Bavaria. Though I would duly expect a favor in recompense. What? No. That only distracts us. That only distracts us from studying the scriptures. Rather use pain and suffering to concentrate yourselves. I'm afraid I cannot accept. That is a foolish proposal. Before the court is underway, my chancellor pulls me aside. To my surprise, he's brandishing a garish sock. My lord, there will be so many attending your court. I know you are somewhat challenged in remembering every face and from whence it hails. I propose a solution. We require all the court to wear dress which includes local style recognizable to all. He foists a gauntlet at me. For those without clear regional fashions, I've taken the liberty of hiring a tailor who can suggest some new traditional garb for them to wear. Apparently we have difficulty remembering the guests. But we, as a possessed man, we don't really like the idea of... I mean, we're a possessed Catholic, right? With dressed and stuff. We don't like to focus on garments. I never forget a face. I should be fine. And we are. A markedly disgruntled Count Engerschalk hurries to your throne, the strong arm of Graz. Liege, I have a right to the county of Leibniz, no matter what anyone else might say. Okay, there's an unpressed claim here. Will you support my claim and have your vassal Countess Seeburg relinquish what does not belong to her? But I mean, she has the county of Leibniz. She has an heir for the county of Leibniz. She's married to, I mean, it's not like they are not nobles. They are even belonging to some dynasty, the House Aribonnen. I don't know. How... I would say that Seeburg's claim is the truer. My business here is done. Wonderful, wonderful. Justice has been done. And now, let's see what we can do for the development of the country. We would really like to build many cloisters everywhere, especially in our jurisdiction, and help the people develop the lands. We're already, as you can see here, building a temple and a city, and more temples could follow, right? That is absolutely a great idea. So what we want to do is carry the money. Let's see, we could have activities, right? We could have a feast, but that is not really a hunt. A pilgrimage sounds nice. Yeah, we could save up for a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage sounds like an excellent use of funds once the time comes. And we're also not that relaxed. We should relax somehow. Let's write our thoughts down. Bring me my journal. I grab a pen and open my journal. With each sentence that graces the paper, I feel my shoulders relaxing. The clarity this process brings is unrivaled. I dip my pen once more. And we're swaying our spymaster. In my attempts to align Melisande to my interests, I found an opportunity. I think I could argue that our goals are in fact the same. As I dictate my next letter, I would emphasize that... let's be subtle, maybe. We're not like the most convincing man. Betrothed can marry. Hugbert von Margrave and Hildegard O'Donnen. Sure. Our father surely meant something wise with that, and let's also focus. We need to focus a little bit more on the pain. Crack, the whip falls upon my back, and I shudder at the clarity it brings. Pain is all that I feel, and pain is all that is on my mind. Crack, crack. Sweet, sweet pain. Finally. Everything is done. Our good physician healed us, so only the pain The memory of pain remains. To focus us. To make my spy master Melisande more susceptible to my attempts at approaching her, I can include a compliment in my next missive to her court. I will sure to mention her courage is diligent, arbitrary, ambitious. Keep it short and professional. Yeah, show her courage, why not? What could go wrong? Yeah, a source of joy. Wonderful, wonderful. My dear brother, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Polish-Slovanskin uprising. Oh, no, we must stop the strange faith. That's our enemy, leader Stoniev of the populist uprising. Yeah. The populists. Meet peers. Off to play. My granddaughter Danica has been invited to a gathering of peers by Count Selbimir. Sure, she's packed and ready and clearly excited to leave for Wittenberg. Very well. Now, there's a couple of them here. That's the populist uprising. Only the best may lead the armies, which means we might lead it ourselves. We only want the professionals. The people... the people need to... need to see that we can lead armies too. Where are we? Yes, a learned man. A learned man, strengthened by his faith, may lead an army, as well as any brutal soldier. Hooray, I say. Borel, oh no, our caravan master. Can we now defeat them? I would say we can. To battle. Oh god, we've become malnourished. What a glorious battle we have beaten here. Ha! Here you can see how a learned man can act. Decisively. Decisively. We won the war. Very nice. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's disband it all. Join me in the Liberty War. There's a Liberty War now against Ludwig of Sorbia, our half-brother. Hardwick and Dietrich. No, of course, we must defend the family. Now it's against Sorbia. My goodness me. We wanted to be a man of peace, but alas, we must show these barbarians. They're a holy order. They're already hired. By whom, though? I don't know. We don't really know. And of course, if we don't have like our son doing it, we will do it ourselves. Nobody can be stopped by... Oh my goodness, my poor wife is... Yeah, has fallen ill with consumption. We know that it is a grave illness. The time has come for drastic measures. Disastrous mistreatment. It takes me a moment to recognize Queen Halveva. She's so bruised and swollen she barely looks human. As I grab her hand, my wife attempts to speak, but no sound passes her lips. The abhorrent physician is standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing her hands. But we all knew the risks. You are forgiven. We are forgiven. We must forgive and forget. This is how it is in the scriptures. And we will hurry now to stop these strange people. I remember the day when my daughter Christine was born. My sensible daughter. Memories like these, yeah, the zealous one, Bring me comfort, no matter what happens. I know that my family is there for me, and that House Carling stands strong. May God heal the courageous knight, I whisper under my breath. Yeah. Christine deserves a gift for her loyalty. And we're leading the armies to a glorious battle. Wonderful, wonderful. Now you can see what happens when a learned man leads an army. The power of God and wisdom fuels us. We will march, alas, to the capital of the offenders and take... Our wife died. It cannot be possible, yet here I am, my heart beating on whilst yours has gone quiet. Oh, Heil Weber, my sunshine, life will not be the same without you. And we're stressed again, even with our wise decisions. Heil Weber would not want us to stay alone. We must find someone who is another wise one. Another wise one that could help us understand the scriptures better. Someone just. Someone dressed would be nice. And Christian. Antonia is a little bit too lustful. Gerberga is just. She's greedy. I don't know. Edameyer. She's also greedy. Ermengarde. She's compassionate, just. And a little bit vengeful. Which is a sin. Oh, they are all full of sin. Maybe we'll not say to the just people. Who could be Isabeau? She's zealous, she's patient. She's shy. A model of a woman. Apollonia. Dietke, I mean, she's a little bit ugly, but that's fine. She's forgiving for that. Stubborn, calm, and quick. Let's see. And there is, of course, Melisande, our spy master. Yeah, we've known her for so long. How could we not think of that? Yes, of course. She will protect us. She will indeed protect us. Very, very well. And she's a genius to boot. Now let's see. Our good Count Jersey would be the best. Duke Edgar of Corinthia. But alas, he's so lustful. Maybe he's cool, though. In the realms of the spies, maybe he understands that better. There's Landfried von Ortenburg, our knight. He's cynical, though. I know. Then we have our good food taster, who's also fickle, diligent, chaste, a conscientious scribe. Yes, that's... Or we could have Countess Seeburg of Leibniz, and we understand each other on a very, on a very spiritual level, right? She's a zealot. She's content. She's diligent. Yes, she seems to be just the right one to do this. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, let the world see what happens when a learned man brings through his strategy. My injured son, my son and heir Prince Wenzel, has been wounded. The injury runs deep. I fear that his body is not strong enough to fight it on its own. I feel death lingering at its bedside. There's nothing that can be done. What? He's ailing. He's severely injured. Our son. Our only son. Wenzel. My goodness me. My goodness me. And he died. My son Wenzel, now he drowned while playing with Isbor. Our ward. I hope he will be playing in heaven. Rest in peace, little Wenzel. Torrential grief. Life has never been easy. But it feels like the loss of my son Wenzel has pushed me over the edge. I still remember him as a baby, so tiny and fragile. Despite that he survived growing up, growing older until now, when he suddenly stopped. So many hopes for his future, so many things I wish to see, which now can never come to pass. Let's write my feelings down and manage it. We will not give in to drinking. We're a wise man. We're a wise man. We shall seek solace in the arms of our wife, maybe. We will... Could sing her a love ballad. Would that be good? Scholar, yeah, we would sing her a love ballad. You have a beautiful voice, my lord, Melisande says before she hurries off. Her friends are quick to follow. I stand up on shaking legs, watching them disappear between the hedges, my heart beating harder than ever. Yes, Melisande. Melisande. Maybe she can help us forget. Wenzel, what have we done? What have we done? What have we done? Count Meginhard created a Liberty faction. My goodness, what's going on? Why are we bleeding so much money? Maybe we shall split this army, as a wise man would. And we will follow these heathens around. Wait. Not you. You will stay here and siege. We need you in the siege machines. Queen Melisande is pregnant. Oh my goodness. There's another Slovanskin uprising. I have no choice but to defend. There's this army. The army of Brenna. We must stay together, only like a wise man would. Do we have someone who is specialized in siege? Count Houghton the Wolf. That is what a wise man would do. Give his best people the reins. Help. Help! Here we go. The first one is out. The second one... Well, maybe we need some specialist. I mean, Count Engelschalk is not our master of the hunt for nothing. Romans. We have competition. By Tassilo von Eberstein, our knight. His love is not true. A coin will persuade him to stop. Yeah, and it does. It does. The Battle of Görlitz was won. And we're going over there to Falkland. Oh, we're invited to Pope Innocentius. Oh, but we cannot arrive in time. Sadness. Sadness clings to me. Victory against the Slovanskians. So be it. Wonderful, wonderful. Unworthy peasants. While I was in the castle down with Eidsbo. What? He is also wounded? His attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. Eidsbo lifted his head and made a show of ignoring the criminals begging for water. Ah. A wise man must do what a wise man must do. We should... yeah, we should also gain weight. Bring the butter. Bring the poor man the water he asks for. We must do this. It is only right. It is only right. This is done now. My daughter. Wonderful. Margarete Carling. The little genius. We shall educate her. We shall do that ourselves. Margarete. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. And there's a victory. Wonderful. We're in debt. Can negotiate an alliance with Jutta of Bavaria. Wonderful. What shall we do? We must find some way to relax that is not ungodly. The request? Been plagued by nightmares lately. If you're truly devoted to me, you will stand guard outside my chambers. And indeed, even if it's unwise, of course we love the pain. We love the pain. You will sleep undisturbed. We're a flagellant, and possessed. Of course we will do that. Oh, our steward went away. Who now? Who now? Who is the best at that? Our nephew. And we think alike. Great minds think alike. Our kinsman created the carrot branch roops. That means carrot seeds. Yeah, okay. And we've learned more. That's wonderful. We have problems with stress, right? Let's be a little bit more relaxed. It's good. And who's coming? Kunigunde of Hornau. Yeah, show her in at once. She's taking the knee. I accept your generous gifts for the realm. For the realm and its development. Dear Kunigunde. There is a tournament. There's a duel contest. Fine prizes for the victors to collect. We could travel there to relax. We should really meet some people. Who could be our caravan master? Landfried von Ortenburg. Wonderful. There's a high chance of danger. Maybe in the mountains. Yeah, let's hire a mountaineer. Maybe a forder? No. Forest guide. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Let's not go overboard. A fresh start. Shall represent the House of Karling and make the Bavarian people proud. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Awakening. It is nightfall and Hedwig is hard at work. We arrived at the cereal fields south of Passau. She appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace, using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frown as I watch the woman performing her labor, then I inquire as to what exactly she's up to. What? She winces, then starts on a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind the false Christian teachings. Let's take a few steps back in surprise. All right. I mean, she might be a little bit a lunatic, but we feel she's maybe onto something. All right, all right. There's the metal man. Truly a stroll through Reed is a gift from God. The tranquility of this place is suddenly and abruptly broken by the furious grunts and clattering of armor. Ark, get me out of this metal prison! My squire took offence at my manner, even going so far as to call me heartless and has abandoned me. He's zealous, though. He's zealous, he's arbitrary, and he's a bit impatient. Whatever this strange man did could not have been enough to justify being stuck forever in this armor. I could, of course, have someone help him, but is it truly worth it? Offer him loyal squires for his fealty. He's the heartless, okay. Please accept this humble gift. Oh, someone gives us a wild heart hide. Oh, very, very well. Thank you a lot, Count Pepin. A wild heart hide. Let's see if we can hang this somewhere. We have a mighty stag skull. We have, of course, the Carling's shield. Here's some fox hide. No, what is it? What is it for? I've not found. Is there there's a wild stag hide? There's a wild heart hide. We could, but we will not unhang. Yeah, we will maybe unhang the Bohemian War banner. I'm not sure. And hang the wild heart hide. Yeah, that's a little bit better, right? Not the Carling House banner, of course, but this thing can be removed. And then the beautiful thing that we got here from Count Pepin will be hanged. This all seems... that seems very good. Of travels to come. Journeying through Feldkirchen, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty king. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? I mean, he's a Catholic and a wise man, and surely a little bit possessed, but hey, who isn't? Tell me, my future wise one. We have bad omens, oh God, no. The language barrier. Seems our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Landfried has been trailing us around. Let me try then. Let me try. And quickly, we're at the tournament. We will probably not qualify, but that's not our intent anyways. Here we go. It's wrestling, this. Everything. Let's spectate this contest, and let's also spectate this contest. We're not made for these brutal things. Nature and nurture. I was pleased to... Isbo. He considers himself Bavarian. And indeed he is. Isbo. Wonderful. Actually not competing. Engelbert of Strasbourg, a skilled Swabian knight of obscure origin, has caused quite a stir. May the best win. Yeah, indeed. May the best win. I shuffle aside to let someone by, but no sooner have I done so than they start talking. King Eckhart, fancy seeing you there. I open my mouth to respond, but Ratimir is too quick. I don't suppose you've got any favorites, someone you think is going to take home the win. Me, I've got a good feeling about France. I considered my options for a moment. Maybe it's just best to agree. Yeah, of course, it has to be France. Not like that is anything good. Let's just be friendly. The herald booms. Count Kochely of Arad, Count Engelschalk II of Graz, Engelbert, and Wolfram have reached the semi-finals. Oh, Count Engelschalk. Wonderful. And these guys? Wolfram of House Bern? He seems he's a brave man. Could we invite him to court? No. He's too far away. And Engelbert? What kind of man is he? Arbitrary, wrathful, I don't know. No, an interesting round. An interesting round. Engelschalk disarmed Cocelli and forced him to concede. Yeah. Our good Engelschalk. Don't mess with the Bavarian Knights. And Engelbert is through to the finals. Wow, he's a good one. They've reached the final. We have an interesting round. Let's see. Let us see. Engelbert, though, has won the duel contest. Could we invite him to court? No. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors. After many trials, tribulations, and above all else some truly spirited competition, Engelbert beat Count Engelschalk in the final. Engelbert is our winner. A most entertaining event. My champion Odilo didn't even qualify. Why can't we pick that guy up somewhere at the side of the road? A well-deserved win. A well-deserved win. We've become malnourished. Oh my goodness. Again. We might just die here from eating too little. Oh, our seneschal died too, of old age. The wrestling contest begins. May the best win. Who is Voyeurs? Oh god, our gaze is locked before he immediately breaks eye contact. Flitting his eyes around anywhere other than me. Normally I'd be suspicious, but the bitten lip and constant stolen glances back to check if I'm still watching tells something of a different story in this case. I'm here to watch, not flirt. And the wrestling quarterfinals are over, and Engelschalk is there. An interesting round. Shying from the danger, or perhaps driven by some other motive, Count Cocelli is conceded to his opponent Wolfram in the wrestling contest. Wolfram will advance. Indeed. And Engelschalk threw Hookbird from the ring in a great cloud of dust. Don't mess with the Bavarian Knights, and now we are in the finals. What happens? Engelschalk. Good Engelschalk. He has won the wrestling contest. Don't mess with the Bavarian Knights. Wonderful. Wonderful. Count Engelschalk is our winner. My champion Odilo, though, didn't even qualify. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. Engelschalk was an indomitable opponent in the first place in the wrestling. Engelbert's superiority with the blade had them take home the prize in the duel. I look forward to the next one. Wonderful. We're no longer malnourished, thanks to the ceremony. Let's finish the grand tournament. God, someone... What? People die all the time. We have now Hugbert von Margrave, our food taster, and Duke Ulrich of Augsburg. He's our marshal already. Duke Rüdiger of Tyrol. His colours wrathful and gregarious. How's our food taster? He's chaste, diligent and fickle. Just a personality that we need here. Wonderful, wonderful. We can ask our head of faith for gold. Yeah, we definitely need gold. It's been a problem. We need to save the delicious face of Jesus. We need to ransom this man too. And we will need to help others as well. Let's see. We're gaining weight. Yeah, that's a little bit of stress too. Other people's pastures? The pastures of Friuli look great, and the local livestock are positively jumping and cheering. A local patriarch approaches me. A fine morning to you, my lord. Are these beauties not a sight to behold? We could try to improve things around here. And Walter became our friend. Yeah, we're no better. We're possessed by that. I've considered your plight. You decided you grant your request. Yeah, spread the true faith in our lands. We will. I will use this this wealth wisely. And we definitely need it. We definitely need it. We might build a temple somewhere, a cloister. It's known that the people of Tolmin seem to profess a special devotion towards their knights and their legends. My lord, the knight says, bowing his head, it is most fortunate that you and I came to meet at this crossroad, for I am in search of a marvellous fountain, which water is said to cure all illnesses. If you were to help me in my quest, I shall pay homage to you. Rodo is quick to interrupt. Wait, my lord, I know this knight. It's Chesil. Chesil. Sure, lead the way. The knight leads us to a small clearing where a natural fountain glimmers. The light reflects on its surface with a blissful shimmer, and it makes the water look so bright that it feels like a second sun. Careful, a beast, a guardian, the knight points at the stag, standing between us and the fountain. I'll distract it. You get the water. Yeah. We got the healing water. Yeah, we cannot stop at the wonders of God, right? That's absolutely impossible. An imposing man is standing on the road ahead of us. I'm Sin of Murau. Bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly all those fights were dull. So here I am on this road looking for someone better than me. Someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant. And so on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. Okay, Lothar will show you how it's done. Hopefully. Lothar wins the fight. Yeah. These aventures are pretty important. At long last, I am finally home. There's nothing better than arriving back in Regensburg after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, and my caravan master Landfried reports that we've journeyed for 306 days and traversed 31 baronies. Princess Jutta gained 150, our daughter. Wonderful, wonderful. Our daughter and heir is Jutta of Bavaria. That's our grandson. Adolf Carling. I mean, if it would be so. It's fine, it's fine. She's also a flagellant. Yes. What can we do now? Oh, look at that. Look at that. We can construct more. That would be great. And we can also see what we would look for. And there's still some things we should do. Mods would be a great innovation. We could construct walls and towers here to protect the land. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense for the capital. Let us see. We're invited to Count Aribo's feast. As we're trying to gain some weight, that might be a great idea. And we will do that in the next episode. Dear friends and deep thinkers, we'll come back to Crusader Kings 3 as the malnourished just king of Bavaria. Have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. We're still feeling fine, even though we're sleep deprived. See you soon, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming.